Hello everybody, I'm Alistair. I have the privilege of being the Chief Exec here at FaithWorks. Thank you so much for giving up some of your time today on this basic skills course. Come to learn more about what FaithWorks is all about. This sign behind me is quite an important one. There's 14 of these spread across the area that we had made mainly for our 15th birthday celebrations a few years ago. And they really help to underline for us the values that underline everything that we do here in FaithWorks. So they were made by folk in our carpentry workshop, and that workshop is there to help people who maybe have been escaping homelessness and have been trying to get to a place where they can not just get somewhere which is a house, but actually feel that they can start to develop the rest of their lives. And so we, as our values now talk about, we listened to their stories, we acted in terms of helping them in their immediate crisis, we gave them hope in terms of talking with them about the things they could do for the future, and then we empowered them by helping them to learn new skills or indeed to build up their own skills. So we're a hope-filled organisation, we talk around, and we've set ourselves our new goal to be to have that approach of saying we want to help people in the crisis with essential help, whether that be food or finance or whatever. You'll hear more about that. We want to walk alongside people as they get out of their crisis, and that might be simply by getting them involved in a recovery walk, a walk with just other folk who may be recovering from addiction of some form. And then we want to help them with their training and purpose for the future. And we go from red, amber, green in that way, like a set of traffic lights, the further away from crisis. Because our goal is that we want no one to stay in crisis. We want to see people to get out of crisis permanently. A good example of that is what somebody I call Bicycle Man. Over in Christchurch, this was a guy during the pandemic who lost his accommodation. Young man came to the food bank needing help in all sorts of ways. They didn't just give him food, but they actually helped him to get into accommodation. They helped him to find his feet in so many ways, actually be part of a community there. He did a bit of volunteering for them, but he loved getting out and about on his bike, and they had a bike spare, so they gave him that, and it meant he could get to some of his appointments. It meant that he could start actually looking for work, and they managed to get him an interview at a local bike shop. Gave him the clothes, the interview clothes and shoes for the interview, did a little bit of work with him. He got the job, and then within a few months he'd been employee of the week for 2 weeks running and was loving it, and went from a part-time job to a full-time job, able to look after himself, able to get his own accommodation. And so he brought the bike back to the food bank for the next person to use. Now that's the sort of story we love to see in FaithWorks. You're going to hear much more, I'm sure, today, but thank you again for being willing to help, and I look forward to talking with you again very soon.